this is what I don't like about Ye sometimes. He all right, so you're an artist, you're a lyricist. I'm thinking there's some way you can word like you can word better like the stuff that come out your mouth to make it just seem like it connects with everyone. It's always something that he's saying, and then it's in the news later, and people will say like it's negative that he's saying, but of course it's not. But it's just the way he says it.
Yeah, he don't give context. Like he'll say it, but like to the average person or just like somebody just randomly, like they could easily take that the wrong way. Like he's not really saying it. Like he's not really explaining it. Like it's not well thought through how he said. He just says it.
Right.
And like people, he even says this in a song. Like remember Runaway, where he was like he's saying like he in the first half of the song you could hear him clearly, but in the second half it's like his voice is all muddled out and auto tuned, and he was basically saying that's how the media or everybody else views how he's saying. So like the first half, like you can hear him clearly, like you can hear it from his point of view. But in that second half of that song, that's what everybody else hears him. So like nobody, he's basically misunderstood
For sure.
because he didn't necessarily mean that Harriet Tubman didn't free any slaves. He just meant that on a on a bigger scale, like black people were never truly free. That's basically all he was saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I agree to that. I agree to a lot of things. Ye would say it's just like the wording, and we already had an episode on that, like where, like, and Ye also said like words don't really express how he really feels.
Yeah.
So words will almost like put you in the in the box to where you can't really connect with people. But he connects with people with his music like all the time. So I'm thinking like, yo, Ye, if you are gonna say something that's going to reach the media and the whole media is going to react to it, just I guess think about what you're going to say first, or just word it in a way better way, because going back to even like blacks and the whole black issue and stuff like that, with him saying like Harriet Tubman didn't really free the slaves, and honestly, like it's not even just black people, it's black and white people, it's like we all in some type of enslavement to something, enslavement to our egos, enslavement to labels, all these different external things, and but shouts out to Ye though overall.
Yeah, I'm glad most of the things, like even going back to the older Kanye, like most of the stuff he was saying, he's still like holding true to what he was saying today. It's just now I just don't. He's been canceled so many times, but he's just still relevant. Like 95% of the things that he says, like in these past few years, have been I actually believe him. Yeah. But it's just he hasn't worded it correctly, or he just speaks. It's like he's speaking without thinking.
I love Ye too because he's just at the end of the day he's just showing how he's just a human being. Like he's not anybody. He doesn't act like, well, he does sometimes act like he's above people and stuff like that. I mean, but he earned it. He earned what he has and stuff. But like at the end of the day, he'll still make mistakes, and that's what I love about Ye. And he owns up to his mistakes and sometimes too. But going back to even words and stuff, like I would find myself too like wanting to express how I feel about something if I'm like not in the best mood or something, but it's like no words I can really use to like express how I feel. Like it would just be like paragraphs on paragraphs. If I'm talking to somebody, if I'm trying to text someone how I feel about something, if I'm going through something, and it sometimes just wouldn't resonate just with the words that I use. And I feel that for Ye a lot too, because he uses just a lot of words, and the way he words things, and it just doesn't really connect. But like if you actually replay it and see what he's saying,
try to understand
it, it makes sense, and it's not nothing you can agree with. People will say a lot of things like presidents, they'll go up there and say some BS thing, just to have the people agree with them, and instead of like, let's have an actual conversation. Let's have an actual argument. Let's just not agree so much to what I have to say.
Yeah.
And
that's like cancel culture. It's like now, like 1 minute it's Black Lives Matter, the next minute they're canceling black people. Like I don't know what they're trying to get at this. But one thing about Kanye, you know, my favorite thing he ever said was like, if you're a fan of my music, you're a fan of yourself.
Yeah.
And I still stick to that.
Yeah, that's a fact too. That's a fact. It's funny how too, like how people would just like, you know, like Kendrick said when shit hits the fan, are you still a fan? And that's so true. You know, are you like? And it shows you like in social media with trolls and stuff like that, and the way it's ran to where like most of the actual issues that's going on in the world is not even trending. It's something that's irrelevant. It's something that doesn't even matter. You know, just to keep us at a lower state of, I guess, thinking sometimes. You know, not really questioning stuff like that. And that's what we talked about on the last episode. Like, do people really think enough? Like, do people really like think enough? Because you'll see one topic like the sex trafficking with the Wayfair situation.
Right.
You'll see that, and then you'll see nothing of it again.
Right.
So it's like,
but yeah, next day you see some rapper trending about some relationship. Like that'll be trending for like few days, man. It's just like y'all just forgot about this.
Right.
Like these celebrities don't even matter. Like why is this trending?
Right.